Booktube, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Today I'm doing the Try a Chapter tag on the beach. You guys always seem to love my locations and backgrounds when I film videos, so I thought I'd take you on a little bit of a journey of some of the places I live close to and where I film. So it's going to kind of be incorporated into this video. Now, the Try a Chapter tag was originally created by Malia, one of my favourite booktubers. Her channel is Books Paradise. I'll leave it in the description box down below. She's incredible and you've got to go check her out. This tag is really great because you can kind of do it whenever you want, how often you want. It really doesn't matter because it's always with different books. It's basically, if you don't know what book to read next, or you've got lots on your shelf, you just try a chapter of each book and you see which one you should start with next. So I've chosen 4 books that I'm going to be trying today, and they are, let me see if I can do this without crashing my vehicle. Not that one. Sorry. Truly Madly Guilty by Liane Moriarty. This I just got in Cape Town. I'm going to be doing a big book haul video soon, and believe me, it's quite a scary amount of books that I bought in such a small space of time. So this one, I've read one of the book by the author before, which was The Husband's Secret, and it blew my mind. So this one I'm really excited to start. The chapter is quite small, so yeah, but really excited to start it. Then we have Homegoing by, now this is a very strange author's name. Let's have a look. What is it? Yaa Gyasi. And this is getting a lot of hype on BookTube now. Apparently, I don't know too much about it. It's about 2 African sisters and the slave trade, and one goes into the slave trade and one actually marries someone that's involved in the slave trade. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure how correct I am being in that description, but very excited to give that one a go as well, especially as I have just returned to Africa. Sorry, I need to make a turn. I need to concentrate. What do we have next? We have something that I'm sure so many of you are going to be like, oh my god, finally! Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I see Sarah J. Maas's books everywhere on BookTube, and I've never gotten around to one, so extremely excited to be giving this one a go finally. It's not my normal type of read. I'm not really a sci-fi person, but we're going to give it a go because she is an incredibly loved author on the BookTube community. So that one we will give a go. I think the main character is called Selena Sutton. I don't know, I can't remember. Don't want to be an idiot and tell you something that's not true. The last book that I will be giving a shot today is one that my dad actually just finished over the weekend while I was away in Cape Town seeing a rather handsome man, and that is I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. This one was highly recommended to me by a friend, and when I purchased it, an old man that must have been in his mid-80s probably came up to me and said how absolutely amazing the book is. So very much looking forward to giving that one a go. It is a thriller, and I can't remember what it's about, but we're about to try the first chapter and see how it goes. I will let you know when I get to the beach. Ciao! It was a very small chapter, only a handful of pages, and it was about a girl called Erica, who is the narrator, and her friend Clementine, and they're at this this talk that Clementine's giving, and Clementine is this well-known cellist apparently, and she's discussing something that happened to her on an ordinary day, but I'm not sure what that thing is yet. I know it's what this entire book is about an ordinary day, an ordinary barbecue, and then obviously something happens. So Clementine is busy giving this speech, and it becomes very apparent that Erica has a bit of envy towards her for Clementine's success. I don't know. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not the most gripping first chapter I have ever read, but if I remember correctly, The Husband's Secret by Liane Moriarty was a book that also took me a few pages to get into, and I think it might have been one of the books that I actually really considered DNFing, but I'm so glad I stuck through it, because especially the twist at the end was mind-blowing. So I will definitely give this more time before making up my mind about it, because Liane Moriarty's other book did have the same kind of feel in the beginning. Like, it wasn't like, wow, I've got to see what happens. It's quite a mellow start, and then suddenly it's just like boom, it like erupts in your face. So yeah. Alright, so I just finished Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, the first chapter, which was only 5 pages, so I really didn't get a good feel for this book, to be very honest. It's quite sad, because I feel like maybe the try chapter tag should be like 3 chapters for the books that have the smaller chapters, but nonetheless, this book is about an 18-year-old girl called Selena, who is a very good assassin, and she gets caught, and then she has to serve this life sentence for the Prince of Ardenland or something. So she's got to go and fight for the kingdom or whatever, and she's just been caught, and that's how the first chapter starts, her being caught and getting taken to the prince, and she's put in front of him in the last paragraph of the first chapter, and he is an extremely handsome man. So that's the first one. I think the writing is actually very good. Again, not the most gripping book I have read the first chapter of, but I'll definitely read it, and I'm excited to see what all the hype is about. There we go. This is what I was looking for in a book. What a gripping first chapter. The writing is good. It was a short chapter as well, also only about 5 pages, but so good. It starts and opens on this murder scene. This girl has just been put in sulfuric acid and has basically like burnt her whole body down, so you cannot tell who the hell she is, and maybe if the dental team are lucky they'll find a match with her teeth, but yeah, you know, like this is it. This is the book that I will definitely be picking up. You know, March is coming and I have so many books, don't know which ones to read. This is definitely making that list. What a good first chapter. Guys, I'm hanging out with my beautiful cat, India. She doesn't want to be in front of the camera right now because she is antisocial. She got bitten by a dog, asshole. So I'm having a nice evening with her inside. Indy, my baby. I think she's a bit sore. So yeah. I didn't get to finish Homegoing on the beach because it got really warm, so I went off to this little restaurant called the River Deck, and I was planning on ordering a nice little glass of red wine and chilling out in the shade in the breeze, reading the book, and then as I sat down, these 2 old men in Harley Davidson biker jackets called over and said, "Oh, what are you reading?" And they wanted to engage in conversation. So I ended up telling them about the book, Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. It is about a girl called Effia. It's the first chapter. So it's kind of told by 2 girls, sisters. And this girl, Effia, she is part of a village, and when she gets her period, needs to be married off to the lead tribe member. Oh, I'm so bad at this. The chief of the tribe. And her mother basically says to her, don't tell anyone when your blood has come, because she just doesn't want her to. She doesn't really give her a reason. So she keeps quiet, and eventually this other white English man comes along and decides that he wants to marry her. So eventually it comes out that this girl, now her family have said that there was a fire and she is evil and has been cursed and she can't have babies and her body's broken. So she marries this English man instead of the chief. And then right near the end of the chapter, you find out that the mother was actually kind of trying to destroy her life, because her mother was never actually really her mother, and her father has now died and the story has come out, so her mother's just destroyed her life. But she's married to this English man and she's just fallen pregnant with their child. So very good. Writing is brilliant. Good story. Not, again, something I'm very used to, but enjoying it. And I think out of the 4 books I read the chapters of today, Homegoing and definitely I Am Pilgrim stood out to me as books that I would definitely like to read as soon as possible. Let me know if you've read any of them in the comments down below, and please be sure to go and check out my second channel, which is Breezes and Birdsongs, where I discuss relationships and offer dating advice and breakup advice and la-di-da. So I hope you will have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!